You are tuned in to Controversy Sales Live, weekly television show broadcast worldwide. Co-host Mars speaks, telling on. We are the controversial cast, controversial contrarian, and perspective, amongst other things. We encourage our viewers to interact live during the show. Text at 844-380-9010 or through the comments of the show. Tune in as we select viewers each week to receive cash prize just for joining the discussion. Sit back and enjoy the show. Brought to you by Bully Brand, brand that is bullying life challenges by overcoming. Shop today at bullybrand.com. That's BULLIBRAND.com and use the discount code TUNEIN at checkout. Show night exclusive discounts. Enjoy tonight's show.
Good evening, world. It's good to be back. I'm your host, Mars Speaks. You are back, tuned in to another episode of Controversy Sales Live, the controversial show airing each week. Back with my boy, Fat Tell Him.
What's good, Mark? Glad to be back, brother.
Yeah, no doubt. Only one key is she may be jumping in late. She's taking care of some stuff, but yeah, she may be jumping in late. If not, either way, we're going to hold it down for her. Tonight's topic, has marriage lost its value? What y'all think? Has marriage
Shout out to Key for the topic.
Yeah, for sure. So, and I definitely want to say, Fat, Tell them, and Key, I appreciate you guys for holding it down in my absence. Y'all did a phenomenal job. Fat, Tell them, handling the production and the engineering just at the spur of the moment. Key holding it down, show topics, and being present. So I definitely appreciate y'all. Love you guys for that. So yeah, we about to crank it back up. Yeah, we about to crank it back up. Like it's that time. Summertime coming up. So yeah, so again, has marriage lost its value? What y'all think?
Me personally, I think in some ways it has. You get a lot of people, man. I've come across a lot of people that want that position for the title. No, and the benefits that come with it. But you hit me up earlier, last week, Mars, and you told me what some of the stuff that you had came across. And I'm not going to dig too deep into it. I'm going to let you get that out there. But, man, when I started looking, yes, sir.
Yeah, man. It's, it's and to allude to what you're talking about, I did a little bit of research and reading on that just to see. All right, just a moment here. Let's see. All right. So we're getting some feedback on Facebook as far as the topic. So let me see, because I definitely want to get you guys' comments. So if you go to our YouTube, you can actually get your comments to be live. All right, just
switch it over, y'all. So, yeah. We need y'all to participate with us. Talk to us. Let us know what you're thinking.
All right, just a moment here. So sorry about this. So yeah, if you go over to YouTube, and let me put this up here. So if you go over to YouTube, you can actually get all right, here it is. I'm gonna put this up here for you guys that are watching, because if you go over to YouTube and subscribe, then you can also have exclusive access to our other stuff. So yeah, go over to YouTube and that's where you can actually comment, and then we can display your comments and you can interact with us. We definitely want to get you guys involved and get your feedback. And so definitely go over to YouTube, and or you can go to our, if you are on Facebook, you can go to our controversy sales Facebook page, and from there, I believe I can pull the contents, or excuse me, the comments. I'm sorry, I believe I can pull the comments in from there. But let me see here. Let's see. Yeah, I think I might be able to pull them in from there. So yeah, but we're gonna jump into it. But yeah, YouTube. I know a lot of people are on Facebook, but YouTube is actually where we can get our. That's where we can get our. We can get our viewership up and our subscribers, and we can provide a better experience for you guys. All right, so moving right along. Yeah, so we're gonna get into that. All right, and I'm gonna post the. Let me see if I can get this. Hey, Fat, can you go to YouTube, and can you go to YouTube and then just post that link on Facebook? Go to YouTube and just post the go to YouTube and search the show. And hold on, let me see. Yeah, just bear with us. We appreciate you. We just want to get everybody involved because again, we know this is a hot button topic, and we got some
Can
we
you
got
hear
some
me?
heat coming out on it tonight. Yeah, I can hear you. You may
Okay,
have to.
cool. I had an echo going on. Am I still echoing?
I don't hear an echo. If you have Facebook open on your computer, you might have that because there is delayed, so that might be what it is.
Let's see.
Yeah, you sound good. All
Sorry,
right,
y'all. It's
so
been a minute with technical difficulties.
yeah, we're gonna get it. We're gonna keep it rocking. Though we're gonna keep it rocking because we're actually getting ready to roll out. We're getting ready to just rebrand, and um, but we appreciate you guys' patience. So yeah, so has marriage lost its value? So this is twofold. I always had like to play devil's advocate, and I like to look at it from both sides. Okay, so somebody did say you still have an echo. Do you have make sure your computer sound is not on too? Make sure if you're going through your headphones, just make sure you only going through your headphones. Not you may have to go out and come back in. Hold on, let's see here. Let's see what you get. Say something, and let's see.
Something.
Can you hear me, E? Okay, that'll work.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yep, I can hear you.
Okay. I don't hear echo, so I think we're all right.
Okay, all right, good deal. It's gone. Okay.
Okay.
All right, good deal. All right, so rolling on with it. So marriage. So some people still view marriage as a sacred union, while others view it as actually as a business transaction. So if you believe it or not, marriage actually began as a legal agreement, which some states still recognize as common law. I'm pretty sure we all hear common law. We use it. Sometimes we use it and don't even realize the accuracy of it. But this was, common law marriage kicked off after people started shacking up, as the old folks call it. So the legal and the ceremonious activities were actually reserved for the powerful and the wealthy. So if you were not middle or upper class, you wasn't just having weddings and ceremonies, but they did that as a legal way to unite kingdoms, countries, and families. So that's where that started. So it was not because of religion. Now, as time progressed, marriage became more about love and commitment and less about the legal approval of binding nations and houses. So it started out as being about business, legal, and then the emotional attachment began to grow as time progressed. People actually started taking the union and making it their own. And as we always do, perception is reality. So as we always do, the way that we
Right.
see something or perceive it, that's what started happening. So in my personal opinion, it's not necessarily that marriage is losing its value. People in general are not valuing marriage. It's being misused, disrespected
Okay.
arbitrarily on a consistent basis. Uh, and I mean, we can attribute this behavior to several factors: social media, the change in social norms, relaxed divorce laws. It's easy to get divorced now, lifestyle changes, and the rise of digital socialization, dating apps. So now marriage is just not being taken as serious. So again, it's not that marriage is losing its value. It's the fact that the people that are valuing it or devaluing it are having a great influence. So what you think about that?
I agree. Going back to what you said about, the wealthy or the upper class doing it for financial gain. I did some research too, and everything that I came across, bro, when I typed in benefits of marriage, everything was financial.
Hmm.
Everything. Now I looked at one graph that I saw, and I think that giant, like they said, that thing had a curve to it, bro, because it said 88% of people married for love.
88%.
I don't know.
88%. I
Because there's a
can't
lot
I
of
can't
people that
really see
love
that.
each other that ain't been married. Which puts me to my next point. And this is a question for you, Mars. As far as marriage goes and the financial benefits of marriage, why buy the cow when you can get the milk for free?
Hmm. Now you about to pull the scab off with that. I seen somebody.
Hey,
Oh no, this is on Clubhouse, and they were talking about that. And I think what it comes down to, yet again, man, we give people the blueprint on how to treat us and how to handle us, and we set the expectations on what we're willing to accept. Even when it comes to having to sexual relationships, if you start out with sex as a basis of their relationship, now what starts to happen when you change? Now, whoever is no longer receiving or feeling like they're getting their I want to say their sexual desires met. Whoever feels like they're not getting their sexual desires met, now they're gonna start to drift. So now this is where you get your infidelity. This is where you get your adulterous behavior. So you have to be careful on setting expectations, and that's why I always say never reveal your purpose. If you have a laundry list of questions or telling people what you want out of a relationship, they're gonna conform to that, and then eventually they're going to fall back into their normal habits and behaviors. So what you have to do is to just allow it to unfold organically, and then you decide, am I willing to accept this? Am I not willing to accept this? And I think the courtship period is very important, but at the same time, you're gonna want to test drive it. You're not gonna buy a used vehicle and not test drive it. So yeah, you're gonna want to have sex. You're gonna want to live with this person and cohabitate to see if you can. So these are things that it's a it's it's kind of a contrast because and y'all don't shoot the messenger. Of course, the Bible says that cohabitation and shacking outside of marriage is frowned upon. So now it's like, okay, well, I'm just gonna buy this used vehicle and not drive it or not test drive it. I'm just gonna roll off the lot with it. So yeah, you definitely have to test the merchandise. And it goes the same way, man. Women want to know what they're getting because hey, women need to
yeah.
be pleased as well. And it's not just a physical aspect of it. Yes, that's a great part of it, whether people want to admit it or not. But physical and finances are two impacts on marriage, and finances, I would have to say, is the biggest part of it.
Biggest
So
part.
back to your initial question about why buy the cow when you can get the milk for free, man, it's like it's about expectations. If you're dealing with a woman who is not going to lay that groundwork and is going to allow that to happen, I mean that's the ramifications and the result of that. That's a consequence to an action.
Let me speak on this because you said never reveal your purpose, and I agree with that to a certain extent. And here's why.
Mhm.
Like you said, don't tell somebody what you're looking for because once they know what you're looking for. They're gonna be exactly that until they get to the point to where they revert back to their old ways. Now, on the flip side of that, I think that there are some things that you should discuss and reveal to someone that you are looking to become involved with, just to set expectations. Hey, I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to tolerate this. You know what I mean? Put it out there. And if they choose to continue, then they already know. But don't get down the road and get into a situation and then be like, I'm not finna. You know what I mean? I think that there are some things that you should disclose in the beginning. Now, to your other point, as to getting the milk for free, and we talked about this too. You don't necessarily have to be married to reap the benefits, because now you can leave things in wills, you can leave things in trust. You know, it don't necessarily have to be to your spouse or your legal partner. So, right. What basis do you have to marry someone if you can obtain all this financial support, or you know what I mean, and not have to go through the process?
So, I mean, that's where it comes down to, why are you getting married? See what I did right there? Why did I get married? But that's where it comes down. You know, that's where it comes down to, why are you getting married? Are you getting married because your parents or grandparents or the pastor in the church that you've been in all your life saying that that's what you're supposed to do? Are you getting married for appearances? Because, man, let's face it, a lot of people don't get married to be married. We just talked about this before the show. They get married for what? The wedding. Yeah. Everybody want to have a ceremony, man. It's about the wedding. So when you are everything you do is driven by something. You know, it's driven by something. Let's get some of our comments on here, man. You know, let's hear y'all thoughts. Let's hear y'all thoughts on marriage, whether you've been married or not. And if you haven't been married, why not? If you have been married, if you are, you know, let us know what's working and why you're still married. And I don't mean it like why as in, you know, you need to get divorced. And if you're not married, hey, you know, why did you get divorced? But like we talked about, the ease of divorce now is a great impact on why divorce rates are as high as they are. And that's also why marriage rates are there are as many marriages, because people are going in, well, hey, if this don't work out, then yeah, I can get divorced. That wasn't the idea 40, 50 years ago. Right. That wasn't the idea. It wasn't, oh, well, you know what, if this don't work out, you know, and that's the same thing with jobs. Like 20 years ago, when people were going in the workforce, they were going in hoping that, hey, this is a job, I'm going to retire and get a pension. Now it's like, man, I'm going to go over here, and yeah, if this don't work out, I'm going to go right back on Indeed, or I'm going to go over here and do that. So, you know, we have to consider all angles when we're talking about this. So Fallon just said, yes, it has lost its value. A lot of people are married for financial stability. Sometimes there's financial stability, but the sex sucks. A beefcake is small. You have to test drive first. Hey, to my point. So, yeah, like that's real. You know, she goes on to say, not just sex. You need to spend a few nights with this person to see how they live and see what habits you cannot tolerate. Can you actually marry someone that is broke or sex is horrible? Talk to me. Hey, listen, man, I'm gonna tell you, it's a lot of guys that are in relationships they can't afford to get out of, and
facts.
Like for real. So you know, it's a lot.
It's cheaper to keep them.
And look, and now you got these women who now they pretty much they didn't put a car in their name for this dude. They didn't. You know, he here, he getting mail there, so she can't just put him out now. You know, but man, like again, some people just get married for the financial benefits, and you know, some people. What'd you say earlier? Some people get married so they won't get STDs.
Hey, that was one of the benefits of marriage, lower rate of STDs. But that ain't even You know what I'm saying? That ain't even good now, cause bro,
Yeah, everybody stepping out.
boy,
Hey, what do you say on why did I get married? It's like, yeah, Marcus said, yeah, Marcus, you got chlamydia. Like, what? He's like, yeah, you got it from Jeffrey. What? Hold on, I ain't gay. Like, she's like, no, I got it from Jeffrey and I gave it to you. She's like, dang. So the husband then gave it to his girlfriend and he got it from his wife who got it from her boyfriend. Like, wait a
hey,
minute.
if you want some real life truth and guidelines to some of these marriages, bro, just listen to the blues songs. They'll tell you all about it. Your boy said you've been stepping out and someone else is stepping in.
Man,
It's
you
all
only
in
got
there.
your girl and gone.
Hmm.
Yeah. But like and I know when we talk about these things, they're basically from our perception of just in the US and not really
Yeah.
taking into consideration other cultures. Um, Indian society is one of the cultures that that is very very big proponents and of marriage and really take it seriously and support it. So it's just different because also in the U.S., I mean, it's the land of the free and the home of the brave. So the land of opportunity where we have a lot more freedom to decide and make decisions that are less influenced by government. So because of that, our social influence plays a big factor in it. So,
Yeah.
to say, has marriage lost its value? We still haven't really, like, yeah, it's okay. So Fallon said, yes, it has lost its value. And some could argue, again, it hasn't lost its value. It's all about what value is to you. Um, and Jay Z said it
Hmm.
well, man. He said, the cost of everything and the value of nothing. So value is not always measured by the popularity or the cost. You have to measure value based on the impact that it has on your quality of life, whether it adds to or takes away. So something that's valuable, like one man's trash, is another man's treasure. You know,
You see,
uh,
Fallon question.
yeah, we got a question on here. It says, Fat, you want to read it?
Uh, can you actually marry someone that is broke or sex is horrible? I need answers, Mars and Fat tell them.
All right. So, Fat, I'll let you go first. Take your sip on
Mm-mm.
that.
Now, you go ahead on. Go ahead
All
on.
right.
Actually, we'll go in the order as the question was asked. It says Mars and Fat tell
Dirty mother.
them.
All right. So let me put it to you this way, and I'm gonna give you the Mars version of this one. So I'm gonna break it down, analyze it. So if you marry somebody that's broke and the sex is horrible, that's on you. I tell you why. Because the idea should be to be a, what does it say, a help meet, however you see it. So when you when you come together with this person, if they have if they are financially struggling or certain thing, you should be trying to help them to get to where they need to. Both of y'all can't have jacked up credit, or both of you can't be broke. Now, on the physical part of it, man, you're gonna have to teach them some tricks or something. So, if your woman is not pleasing you, you gotta show her how to. If your man is not pleasing, you better get some blue pills or some extends or something, and show them how to do it. I mean, it's just as simple. Um, so marrying somebody that's broke or their sex is horrible, again, man, that's a controllable outcome. Uh, Me personally, it's like I look at it like this. Obviously, in most situations, as with anything, the initial attraction is always physical. Is what your eyes see. This is your input. It's your input. Your eyes and your ears are your input. It's just like you got your TV, and so your brain is like the television that's processing and it's putting out. But your eyes, That's the input. So when you see, it's like, oh shoot, it grabs your attention, and then from there, that even gives you the that's what gives that person the opportunity for you to even establish any type of relationship with that person. And then what usually happens is we end up getting with somebody who may not be our type, so to speak, but you start developing this relationship because it might start off as a friendship or whatever the case is. Then you mess around and put a baby in somebody. Now, it's just so many different things that can happen. So, you know, it's I would avoid that if possible. Sex before marriage, absolutely. What if you don't know the sex is horrible until after marriage for the folks doing it the right way? Again, that's on you. That's on you.
Well, I don't, and there may be some people out there, but I don't know too many people that's doing it quote unquote the right way anymore. I don't feel that exists in this country.
The right way.
Yeah,
the right way. What's the right way? Missionary.
like Mars said, man, you gonna test drive it. Whether it be there will be some sort of sexual interaction. It may not be intercourse, but there will be some sort of sexual interaction before you say I do. I can promise you that.
Yeah,
because you got to know what you're dealing with. It is just that simple. And y'all excuse the noise if y'all hear something in the background. I got a teenager home from college, so
yeah, he just in and out.
Yeah, in and out. But yeah, man, you gotta know what's going on. Now as far as the broke aspect, here's my thoughts on that. In order for you to get to a point of wanting to marry that broke person that had never had to matter to you to begin with, period. If you meet them and you know they broke, and you date them and you know they broke, and you ask that question and you know they broke, you wanted it.
Yeah, so that was for whatever reasons, for status, for whatever. That might have been your high school sweetheart. But
Man,
again, we have
music, dude.
Oh no, just listen to it. Just listen. Just listen to it. Because I'm telling you, man, it'd be a lot of like you said,
Fallon,
music.
what about you? Answer your own question, Fallon. Let's hear what you got to say. First, let me ask you this. Are you doing it the right way?
You're gonna step on a landmine.
I mean, hey. And if you're not doing it the right way, could you marry somebody broke or the sex is horrible? Or if you love them enough, would you love them enough to teach them how to make money and how to please you?
Get you a rose. So listen, so the song I just played, it was Prince, Let's Pretend We're Married. So some of the lyrics he said, yeah, he said, darling, if you're free for a couple of hours, if you ain't busy for the next 7 years, let's pretend we're married and go all night. There ain't nothing wrong if it feels all right. So again, man, a lot of these marriages and these unions and these relationships come from a lustful place, as with everything, as with anything, impulse, lust, like those are the things that drive us as Americans, as just the society that we're in, is impulse. Not only is it impulse, it's it is the uh, the the comfort of knowing that you don't really have to commit to anything for any period of time. Like think about temporary staffing agencies. Just if you just think about that concept, think about a temporary staffing agency. You think about at will employment laws. or right. I'm sorry. Yeah, and right to work states.
Yeah.
Like those laws and those staffing agencies. There's a difference between like a labor agency, a staffing agency. Staff. Sometimes companies will hire headhunters just because they don't have the time. They'll hire headhunters to go ahead and do all their onboarding, but then this person will be hired directly onto this company. But the lack of commitment. So when it comes down to marriage, man, it's like again, you do need to either live with this person or and just really see, and is this
Yeah.
something that I can really,
What
is
they
this
say, you
something?
don't know a person till you live with them.
Yeah, like for real, man. That's yeah. You be amazed or surprised, like dang, like wait a minute, she ain't really got hair. Wait a minute, I'm a sucker for love, so I'm definitely willing to show that person different avenues to
You
make
only
money.
answer part of the question.
So yes, I can be with a broke man only if he has dreams and goals.
You only answer
Hmm.
part of the question.
So what if the physical part is not there? Like, can you honestly? All right, I've been there and it still don't work. So definitely not my preference. Now that I know better.
I mean, but you could teach him how to please you, just like you could teach him how to make money. Maybe he got dreams and goals about pleasuring you.
Pleasing, yeah. Hey, and our experiences with one person are going to be different with the next. Like that's going to
Right.
always be. She said a hard no, but that's real. So is it like? Because I know like when I go to a new barber, I get him, I give him three opportunities to before I say nah, this ain't gonna work. So is there a metric? Is there a metric? It might be different. The situation you just never know what the situation. It might be somebody that might be nervous, so they might get cold feet. So because they got cold feet, now you
Intimidated.
might not perform. Yeah, you might not perform. Like so, you got to factor in that. That's why the NBA and NHL. That's why they do series and MLB. That's why they do that because on any given night, somebody can have an off night. So now it's like, hey, you get the best out of 7 games. So it's definitely a metric. Okay, well that's good. So at least you ain't just chopping it up on one unfavorable or undesirable experience. Um, hmm. So back to the question at hand: has marriage lost its value? That's a close-ended question, right? Let me get just a clear yes or no, and then elaborate on it on your opinion.
Yes, it has. Uh,
Hold on, before you elaborate, let's go ahead and take a brief commercial break. Let's go ahead and get a shout out and recognize our partners. All right.
all
So
right.
we'll be right back. Controversy Sales: has marriage lost its value? So we're gonna take this brief commercial.
All I ever wanted was some true sauce.
All right, brief commercial. We are back. So before you get into that, we're gonna Tasha had commented. She said you can definitely teach a man the right way to please you. I've had to do it before.
Right. Look right behind that. Fallon say, the beefcake is right before anything happens.
And women know. Yeah, women know.
No,
So
I guess.
so now go ahead and elaborate on why you say that it's lost its value.
Uh, I think that it's lost its value because one of the things you said is so easy to get out of. Um, it's too easy to walk away from, and knowing the benefits that you have walking away from it makes it easier, especially if you have a successful partner. You know that at some point you're entitled to whatever they've built or whatever they've gained. I think that in some instances, whether it be male or female, they notice the potential that a person has and they latch on to that person until that person gets to where they've reached their peak. Ain't nobody studying Fallon right now.
I gotta start that comment.
And then once they reach their peak, your goal is accomplished. So it's easier for you to walk away. I think that has a lot to do with it. I think that a lot. I'm not going. I can't say a lot. I think that some people involved in marital relationships want the title. And like one of the things that Fallon said, financial stability. I think it's become so watered down that love is in there, but it's not in the top 5. That's my opinion.
All right. So now you open that door. So where do you think love ranks? And what are 5 characteristics of a marriage or a relationship that will rank above love in your opinion? Or go with 3 of them. Go with three solid.
I can't say where love ranks because that depends on the person or the situation.
Okay.
But I think some of the drivers of marriage now are finances, stability. And I don't want people to think that finances and stability are the same thing because they're not. You don't have to be wealthy to be okay. For some people, it's a lot of y'all out there that's got boyfriends that's with you because you got a car. For him, that's stability. He know he gonna be able to get to the dope man. He know he gonna be able to get to his homeboy house to play 2K, and then he got to pick you up from work. You know what I mean? So it's different factors for different people. But I think finances and stability are the top 2.
So real quick, whoever got a the Kia with the eyelashes on the front, I just seen your baby daddy going down the highway doing about 90. So
wow. Okay, the topic is marriage, y'all. It's marriage.
Hey, but all that goes into marriage
lost its value.
Hey, and it goes into it. That's a part of the value. So she said finances, sex, and loyalty. Tasha said if it's the size, then he better have a nice head game. I'm just saying. So you would take that for what's the life expectancy of a marriage? 2-3 years now. So on a night in, night out basis, that's good enough. Like think about these things.
Right.
And what are you willing to do? You know, what are you willing to do to spice it up? I'm gonna tell you what I think a lot of the drivers for marriage are nowadays. Financial, especially for military, they have contract marriages. Citizenship.
Shut up, dude.
Like
green card.
Yeah, you know, people are trying to get these and other fiscal benefits, plausible deniability. Man, these guys out here selling dope and they get jammed up. Hey, they marry him because they know too much. Like, hey, spousal privilege. So, you know, it's crazy because
why
these
you keep
are
highlighting that, man.
Oh, my bad. I ain't trying to do it. Oops. I didn't even realize I did it. Oh, there we go. So finances, sex, and loyalty.
In that order?
I think women are traditionally more loyal than men when it comes down to it. Again, agree. Man, you think about it. We had this talk before. Man, if a woman cheats on a man, she ain't got but one good time, boy, and he ready to just set the house on fire to save it from the plague. Like,
but to a woman's credit, if a woman cheats on her man, she's been mentally gone for a long time.
In most instances, always and never don't apply because man, you got some women who are just for lack of a better word, niggerish.
You know I think, and you know what? I have to agree to disagree with you on that, fam. I believe if a woman cheats on you, she didn't really want you in the first place, but she saw a benefit.
That means she wanted you, but women are already one man ahead
She didn't
anyway.
want you. She wanted the benefits that came with you.
Well, hey, it's one and the same. It's one of those attachments. And let me correct that. So I said women are already one man ahead or a woman ahead. They already in the next relay. Like
I mean,
they
that
already
could
got
go
that
both
backup.
ways. That could
They
go
already
both
got
ways.
yeah, and some women do go both ways.
I'm talking about
So
niggas too. I'm talking about
touche,
dudes too. A dude could be
touche.
one woman and one dude ahead too. That's the
Yeah,
world we live
yeah,
in now.
yeah. I mean, I can't disagree with you on that.
Remember
Um,
the story you had?
yeah, some things are better left unsaid.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, absolutely,
Just
absolutely,
saying.
fella. Listen, you already listen. Women have that. Oh well, if this don't work out with him, you already got that next guy in mind. I already got it in mind.
Yeah.
Y'all are planners. Y'all prep. Y'all are planners. That's what y'all
Yeah.
do, and it's okay. And let me clarify that that's not every woman. I'm not gonna say that's every woman, but yeah, for the most part, y'all ain't gonna be just you ain't gonna be behind like that. You're gonna already be one
Every
relationship
woman that
ahead.
has a son done checked out her son's barber. Every one of
Yeah, I used to be a barber.
them.
Yeah.
That's
Man,
your one ahead, family.
good times. Yeah,
But
they
yeah, man,
yeah.
I really think I think the outlook or the thought process of marriage has changed. And I think that it's changed, like you said. Some of the things that are factors are social media. Um, I think that the outlook of marriage has evolved with the times that we're in.
Yeah, I can see that. I like that analogy.
Because nowadays you don't have to really commit to anything anymore.
Hmm.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Just think
they
about
done took contracts off cell phones now.
exactly. I was just about to say that.
It's
Remember
like,
back in the
man,
day when you signed that contract, if you forfeited that contract, you had a $500 termination fee. Now it's
mhm.
month to month. And that's what a
Even
lot of
even leases.
relationships and marriages are, bro. They month to month.
Yeah, even leases are 3 months now. Like, okay, yeah, 3 month and 7 month leases. Yeah, you pay a little more, but that just shows the microwave society that we're in.
Who wouldn't pay a little bit more to get what they wanted to see what they're dealing with before they go ahead and sign that contract?
Man, I said something to somebody the other day about this. Like we should have. So I saw this one episode of Black Mirror. It was called Nosedive, and people were rated. It was like social media. So this chick was trying to move into an apartment, and she had to be 4.6 stars or higher. And something happened, like she spilled some coffee on somebody, and they gave her 1 star. So her rating had dropped. So basically, your star rating is just like your credit. That's what they use instead of finances. It was that star rating. That was the currency. So you can give reviews and leave reviews for people. And as you walk by people, you can swipe and look at their reviews. And I was thinking, like, that's a hell of a concept. I need to try to see if I can patent that because, man, you see right away. Oh shoot, she like to hit niggas. Oh, ooh, we
Excuse
shoot.
me, y'all.
But yeah, I think you should really be able to evaluate people or see their rating or read their reviews. Like that'd be cool. Hey, y'all remember that? What was it? Don't date them girl.com.
I ain't never see that.
What? Oh man. Oh yeah, it was called don't date them girl.com or something like that. And they had like a list of all these people like not to hold on, here it is. Hold on. Oh, hold on. Hold on, I'm about to show y'all this. This is funny. Like this is really a thing.
Oh, for everybody. Key said thank y'all. Mars, she said she appreciate us for holding it down. I told her why wouldn't we? We did it for you. You
For
know
sure.
what? That's a thing for real.
Told ya.
Wow. Who? No, ma'am.
He said, "No, ma'am."
Mm-mm.
He said, "No, ma'am."
Mm-mm.
All right, hold on. Sorry about that.
So,
So yeah, so here it is. So yeah, like, so you got don'tdateemgirl.com, and they had something in Arkansas in Little Rock like years ago, and they had all these people in here not to date, airing their drawers out, and all kind of stuff. Like it was,
what?
yeah.
And you wonder why marriage is so skewed now.
Yep. So these are the types of. All right. So all right, general rating. I'll play. All right, I'll play. All right. So just from the interaction, which even from high school, that's crazy because she didn't even remember me from high school. Ain't that something? That's crazy. So based on optics, perception, and just limited interaction, and I would say, let's see. Hold on, I'm getting I'm calculating together. Let me get my pen right quick. That's how you know you're busy when you put your tongue out. Yeah.
Really?
Carry the one and take that, and then you factor in that and that right there, and oh wait. Girl.
What? But here's my question though: how do we get on?
Hold on. All right, I got a 8.97.
I'm not understanding how we went from has marriage lost its value to the rating game. Like I don't get
Hey,
it.
I'm telling you, they all factor in. They all factor in. You think about this, man. You think about this when you and you know this. Come on, man. Like do I really need to put out how the type of conversations and interactions and stuff that we used back
I
in the
mean,
day?
no, I
Oh, okay,
understand that.
okay, 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 okay. Oh, she wifey material. She married. Like, come on, man. I remember. Never mind. I ain't even gonna put you out there like that.
I mean, but just because a person, okay, so listen, you meet a chick,
Mm-hmm.
college educated, career
Mm-hmm.
oriented, own
Mm-hmm.
house, own home. I mean, own everything. Take care of her kids. She's wifey material until you move in with her, and then she slapped the fool out of you. Now she's
Or
abusive.
or if I see her back her car in anywhere,
See, it's the
right
little thing.
away. Right away. That is the like, oh, she didn't bang the car in. Like, yeah, no, she ready to make a quick getaway. She known for she ready to anticipating doing
You know what I'm saying?
some
So you can't really, I don't know. Well, we consider wifey material back then.
it was mostly physical.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
changed. Like we
Mm-hmm.
was looking at that thing from with the eye down below, brother.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? We
Down
wasn't looking
below.
at it with a clear mind.
Yeah, well, with the wrong mind, but yeah.
Hey,
Mhm. And it's hey man, and believe it or not, I mean, let's face it, a lot of grown men are doing that same thing right now. Well,
oh
let
yeah,
me put it to you this way: um, a lot of guys that we'll classify as men based on age, but still limited in other areas as far as maturity. Because we had to use that term very loosely when it comes to man and male. Same thing with a woman and a female. Although women do mature fast, it's some women that's out here that's beating the system, that's beating Section 8, that's staying with their mama and doing some other things because it's comfortable for them. Ding 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 ding.
yep. You just lost about 3 points.
Oh no, but you know what? Driveway or garage, I can get that. But if you're going in a public place, you backing in the parking spaces, just like yeah, when I used to steal hubcaps and radios, I used to back in so that way if I got to go real quick. Like, hey, yeah, we can get out there.
See, I
So
ain't never did
my
that.
so my opinion on has marriage lost its value? I have to say no. It has not lost its value. It's just our society as a whole has shifted so much so to the point that where we place value has changed. So again, it goes back to what I said. The cost of everything, but the value of nothing. Just because something is priced high doesn't mean that it has a high value. Just because something is aesthetically pleasing doesn't mean that it has a higher value than something that may be a little rough around the edges. That's what when it comes down to having to actually break down and look inside the core of a thing. So now you look at value itself. Just look at value, things that are valued. So if you gave people the option to say, "Hey, I'll take an 800 plus credit score or $500,000 cash right now," which one do you think most people will take?
The cash.
And that's because now that's tangible. That's something that you can see more of a value in. But me, give me the 800 credit score because now that's going to extend my buying power. You get what I mean? Because there's only so much you can do with cash. Cash will run out. But see, with that credit, and the idea is people that have excellent credit want to work hard to keep it that way.
But
So
what if you take that $500,000 cash and purchase your 800 credit score? You can do it.
yeah, but you know what? And you're right. You're absolutely right. In that regard, you can. But you know what's going to happen? You're gonna get that money in your hand, just like everybody, man. When I get my income tax, I'm gonna go do this. I'm gonna invest in this. I'm gonna buy me some Bitcoin. First thing you do, boy, I got me some 30s on that thing. You get what I'm saying?
You
When that
got
money
that,
get in their
boy.
hand,
But see,
you get
here's
what
the
I'm saying?
thing, though. You have to, and money and purchasing is just like a marriage. And here's why I say that. You have to pay attention to what you're investing in,
I can dig it.
because your investments can help or hurt you in the long run.
I can dig it. But just like with anything, investments are risks.
Yeah, but you can kind of curve your risk on that, fam.
There's no such thing as a calculated risk, believe it or not. All right,
I'm
so
not
we
saying
got
I'm not saying that there's a calculated risk, but you can curve it. Why go put 30s on your truck where you can put 24s and ride better and not risk the damage of the 30s?
so that goes back to research because with the proper application, 30s will ride just as well as factory. You just got to make sure that you got the right circumference in the tire and the proper suspension and braking. I'm
Okay,
just
so
saying.
it's
I'm
right,
just saying.
which relates to a marriage. So you want to you got to make sure you put more work in
To get
to
the
have the
desired
marriage to
result.
fit you. You see what I'm saying? I would.
Go.
I would. Uh,
No. She ain't say, would you read it? She didn't say, would you?
I read it
It says, do either of
and I
you,
answered it accordingly. I would.
let me see. It say, do either of you want
I
to
would.
get married? No. Answer the question.
I
Answer the
did.
question.
And I
No,
do
no, no,
believe
no,
in
no.
love at first sight.
Okay, so do you want to get married? I would. Yeah, you want to eat? Yeah, I can eat. Are you hungry?
I could eat.
Well, so you're not gonna answer the question directly, huh? You're gonna tiptoe
I
around.
answered the question. I would. It's not something that I'm looking to want to do now, but I would.
Ain't nobody say it now.
I mean, I'm gonna answer the question how I see fit. I
That's
would
not
get
fair.
married
That's
again, and
that's
I do
not fair
believe
to
in
our
love at
viewers.
first sight. So you answer the question.
Yeah, I do want to get married again, and I do. So based on my definition of interpretation of love, I do believe in love at first sight because a lot of times things are kismet, and it's more so of energy, man. And
wait a minute, hold on. Things are what?
Kismet.
You can't do that without explaining that. Come on.
Yeah, so kismet is just another word for fate or meant to happen, or you know what I mean. So things, I feel like things align.
You killing me, Smalls. Why you just won't say them words, bro?
Yeah, well, I like so kismet flows a little bit.
I'm really sick of you being on here making me look dumb, bro. Fate, meant to happen, kismet.
There you
synonyms.
Go. Yeah, destiny. It's destined to happen. It's unavoidable. It's what did Mr. Smith say on The Matrix? Inevitable. So I believe in timing, being at the right place at the right time. There's really no such thing as happenstance. It's just what do we do with the opportunities that are, because every day presents a new opportunity. Every single moment presents a new opportunity. Every single moment. Just this conversation alone, you think about the opportunities that can be opened up, because when you really don't know what somebody is, what somebody is expecting, anticipating, what their ideas are about something. So this is we funny now. You funny, but no, yeah. So, but yeah, I do. I want to get married, and it's yeah. You get to have sex 12 times a year, and all that good
once
stuff.
A month. Once a month. You better dig in.
Hey, you better take advantage of it. But no, but I think this was fun, man. Getting back in, and yeah, we're gonna come up with some other stuff next week. I'm gonna pick Key and Fat's brain, and yeah, we're gonna bring y'all some heat. Look, we appreciate you guys for tuning in. I know it's been a little rocky and up and down, but we definitely appreciate you guys for tuning in. And we will commit, and it's really on me. I'll commit to making sure that every week we bring y'all some exciting content. There potentially may be a change in the time of the show, just because my schedule has changed, and we want to make sure that, and Key's schedule's changed as well, and we want to make sure that everybody.
Hey, that's another thing you need to look for. Consistency. I got consistency. They schedules change.
Man, first of all, you went from your schedule changed thrice in 1 week. So just
only the days. Only the days, and it never affected Thursday.
But that still constitutes a change.
But I'm here every Thursday. I'm here every Thursday. We are here every Thursday.
I gotta give you that. I gotta give you that.
Life happens, man. If y'all don't understand that, then you're not living it. Life happens. Things we have to overcome. But we here. We back. We grinding. We finna bring y'all some heat. For real.
Indeed. So, yet again, this has been another episode of Controversy Sales. We love y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in every Thursday night right here on YouTube. If you're on YouTube, Inspired TV Network. If you're on Facebook, go to the Controversy Sales page the Controversy Sales page, and your comments will be displayed. If you got any show topics, comments, any input, want to be a guest on the show, hit us up. Visit becontroversial.com. Again, that's becontroversial.com, where you can get the latest information and find out more about the cast, crew, and your host. Fat, what you got?
Hey, tell a friend to tell a friend to tell an auntie, tell a cousin, tell a sister, tell a mother, tell a brother, tell a father. Come check us out, man. We love y'all.
And love you guys. Good night.
This is an Inspired Media Group production. For promotional consideration or to be a guest on the show, contact us toll-free at 844-380-9610 or visit www.becontroversial.com. Tune in every Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central on YouTube, Facebook, or the Twitch app. You may also catch rebroadcasts on www.inspiredtvnetwork.com. Thank you for watching.